All right, good afternoon, everyone. First thing, before we get started for why we're here, I'd like to mention the tragic loss of life of a 73-year-old retired Chicago police officer, bomb tech, and reverend in his community, Larry Newman. He tragically lost his life yesterday at the hands of violent offenders who gunned him down. And I just wanted to acknowledge that and keep his family in your prayers. I'm joined here today by Chief of Detectives Antoinette Ursitti, Area 3 Detective Commander Rodney Hill, members of the Area 3 Detective Division, 12th District Commander Beth Giltmeyer, Director of Community Policing Glenn Brooks, 27th Ward Alderman Walter Burnett, Chief of Staff Christina Zayas, First Deputy Natasha Scott from the Mayor's Office and the Office of Community Safety, and Celicia Peterson from Hug a Child, Make a Change. And let me be clear with Chief of Staff Christina Zayas. She's the Chief of Staff for the Mayor of the City of Chicago. 3 days ago, 7-year-old Jaimani Amir Rivera was senselessly murdered outside his residence in the 2300 block of West Jackson. Today, we secured felony first-degree charges against a 16-year-old male offender. He was also charged with felony first-degree murder, personally discharging a firearm that caused the death, and issuance of a warrant. This offender was taken into custody yesterday afternoon by members of the Chicago Police Department and the U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Task Force less than 48 hours after the shooting. For the past 3 days, the Area 3 Detective Homicide Team working this case has been fully focused on bringing justice to Jaimani and his family. These detectives and members of the Area 3 Area Technology Team have sifted through evidence, interviewed witnesses, and gathered the intelligence needed to charge this offender in partnership with the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. They did great work to hold this offender accountable. And again, let me say it again, they did excellent work to hold this violent offender accountable and take him off the streets so that he can't destroy another family. I also want to acknowledge the 2 field training officers and probationary police officer from the 12th District who responded to the scene. They responded heroically. They immediately rendered aid and transported the child to the hospital in their squad car. While his injuries were too severe, these officers did everything they could in an attempt to save this child. I want to thank them for the way they handled this chaotic situation and the trauma that's associated with it. Jaimani's life was taken from him. For what? There is no excuse for this violence. It's unacceptable that we have Chicagoans losing their lives. It's absolutely maddening, heartbreaking that innocent children are dying in our city. Parents should not have to bury their children. It's not fair that our community members are continuously exposed to this type of trauma stemming from the level of violence that we're seeing. Please keep Jaimani's family in your thoughts. Their lives were changed forever in a matter of minutes. We're focused on accountability, but we are also focused on Jaimani's parents who need our support. I just want to be clear with one thing, and I want to give credit where credit is due. Chicago Police Department has done an excellent job of following up on this particular situation. I just want to make it clear to everyone that when a life is lost, Our police officers feel it. Our detective division feels it. We're in the business of holding people accountable who act out violently against our citizens. We want to make sure that we take those people into custody so there is a level of comfort that we have taken a murderer off the streets. The people that you see standing here to my left done an excellent job of getting this work done. These detectives, along with other members of our police department and other police agencies, have worked tirelessly to make sure that we took someone into custody who shot aimlessly in the direction of a 7-year-old, striking him in the chest and taking his life. So I just want to give credit where credit is due and the work that's being done. But I also want to thank everyone who is standing here who has worked in partnership with the Chicago Police Department to get this done. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Chief Ursitti for the investigative overview. Chief Ursitti.
I want to echo Superintendent Snelling in asking for our city to focus on Jaimani's family. They are going through the unimaginable at this time and need our support. I'm going to provide a brief overview of the investigation conducted by Area 3 detectives. Their work is why we were able to take this offender into custody within 48 hours of the shooting. Detectives immediately responded to the scene this past Tuesday and recovered video evidence of the shooting. The 16-year-old offender is seen approaching on foot before he stops and opens fire, striking Jaimani. The video shows the offender fleeing on foot. Members of the Area 3 Technology Center continued to canvass for video near the scene, and with the support of the community, were able to document his movements before and after the shooting. Using this video, detectives were able to disseminate the offender's image to officers in a bulletin seeking to identify the individual. 12th District officers recognized the offender and provided detectives with the identity. It was learned he had an active warrant for a failure to appear in court on an unrelated arrest. Additionally, detectives received an anonymous tip through the tip line that assisted in identifying the offender. Members of the CPD and the U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Fugitive Task Force were able to locate the offender at his residence on the 1800 block of West Monroe, where he was arrested. A stolen weapon that was not used in this crime was also recovered at the scene of the arrest. These homicide cases are always difficult, but it's very difficult when it's an innocent child. I want to reiterate the amount of work the Area 3 Detective Division did in just a few short days to bring justice in this case and a measure of closure to Jaimani's family. I'll now turn it over to First Deputy of the Office of Community Safety, Natasha Scott.